Hello everyone, it's Chris with Expat Theory. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, appreciate you being back here to watch my videos. And welcome back. It's been a little while since I made a video. I just don't want to make videos for the sake of making videos. I mean, I know that that's what a lot of content creators do. They just make videos to keep that income going. And fortunately for me, that's not something I have to worry about. I don't make any money off of my videos. I'm not monetized, and I'm not worried about being monetized. I make my videos strictly for myself, and there's no monetary gain for me, so I can say what I want, you know? I'm not trying to impress nobody. I'm not trying to make a buck off of it. So what you get from me is just open, honest opinion and what I see. So I thought I'd do a little quick update for May. Right now, I'm sitting at a truck stop in Minnesota. A bit of a gap in my load plan because of the holiday, of course. I took a reset 34-hour break at my HQ in Joliet, then picked up a trailer there that's got to be delivered up here in Minnesota today. So I got there on Saturday to Joliet, spent the rest of Saturday, all of Sunday at Joliet. Monday picked up the trailer, brought it up here to Minnesota. Took another break, and I have a delivery this afternoon for this trailer. Basically, just go over money real quick. My stock market is doing pretty good. I've hit some new highs, and then it kind of does the whole up and down thing. It's a little bit down from what it was last week, but again, last week I hit a high that all-time high. It's over the 60,000 range, so I'm doing good with it. One little thing I wanted to mention, I tried to start last September. I went in and I wanted to test out Robinhood. I've never used it before. I use Webull for my platform. I was testing out the Robinhood software to see if I liked it. It's alright. Preference, I think, is going to remain with Webull. But I just dropped like $500 over there, and the idea was I was going to come up with a proof positive that, you could put just a small amount away and let it build over time. And it's true. It does work. However, it's very, very slow. I'm not going to be trying to blow sunshine up your skirt. I put $500 into that account. I put it into some stocks that I thought were very high dividend yield stocks, thinking that it would build a little faster. And I was wrong. The picks that I made were not good. I actually lost money. Kind of showing me the importance of doing your homework. Making sure that the stocks you buy are decent. And some of the stocks out there are just designed to get your money in, and then it starts to lose. But it fools you, it tricks you, because it makes you think that you're getting more money back every month on the dividends, but you're actually losing money. So you got to watch for that. They call it a dividend trap. I made that mistake. I put it into dividend traps, and I ended up losing like $14. And, from 500 it went down to 486. I was like, holy crap. Okay, I need to rethink this. So I sold off those mistakes and put it into stuff that I know is relatively solid. And we're talking about from September of 23 to May of 24. Not only did I recover my losses, but I made $7. So it's about a $21-ish turnaround. You know, it's small numbers. I mean, we're talking small numbers. I've had this open since September. I've made $7. You know, I can't say that it's going to be a fast thing. You know, if you're wanting to invest your money to make money and to start really seeing good numbers, the old adage is it takes money to make money. There's a reason why that saying exists. I mean, it's true. The more you can put in there, the more that you can invest, the more that you can save, the more money it's going to make for you. And if you expect to get into savings and all that, and you do small amounts over a long period of time, it does accumulate. It does start building. And it's absolutely worthwhile. But if you're looking for big returns quickly, the only way that happens is if you invest with big amounts. And that's where I think some people get a little frustrated, and that's the reason why I wanted to do the whole Robinhood thing in the first place. I wanted to kind of use a small amount and see what I could do with it. And I wanted to test out the software. And it definitely strengthened my opinion of how to invest. I mean, if you're going to invest, you can do small amounts over time, but realizing that it's very slow that way, and it takes a long time. We're talking decades. For somebody like myself, I didn't have decades to invest. If you're a younger person, you've got plenty of time to invest, small amounts is just fine. You can do small amounts and let it build. And you don't have anything to fear if you do your if you do your homework ahead of time. You will invest in decent stocks that will continue to grow. And someone like myself, I needed fast money, so I needed to start investing big. And I didn't even get into trucking until 2020. Here it is, not even the end of 2024, you know, and I've got over 60 grand in my stock market account and over 27 in my Roth IRA. So I've put way more than the average person will ever put into their stock market account out of their cash in the same time frame. So if you're younger, take advantage of the fact that you're younger and you've got plenty of time to continue to invest and save and build that money up. If you're older, you're going to have to get on the ball. You're going to have to put a lot away and invest heavily to get a big return from that investment. Myself, I'm doing not too bad. I'm getting, I want to say average around 400 a month right now coming in off of my stock market, which of course I'm not touching. I'm turning it right around and putting it right back into investing. And that's what I plan to do until 2030. So I want to continue to grow that account as much as possible so that when 2030 rolls around, I'm actually pulling $1,000 or better off of dividends alone and using that to augment my Social Security income for my retirement. So anyway, there's that. Stock market accounts are doing fine. And that's one of the big things seems to be a big contradiction going on. The media is screaming about inflation. A lot of people on social media is screaming about inflation and cost of living and how bad the economy is. But yet, if you look at it from bigger picture, companies are still making money, stock market's still making money, wages are up, unemployment's down. All the financial indicators are showing that the economy is not that bad. It's actually halfway decent. So, I mean, depending on your point of view and which factor within the economy that you really want to focus your attention on. As an overall, our economy's not doing that bad. Yes, inflation is up, but so are wages. Jobs are out there. There's a lot more people working. And they're working at a decent pay rate. So you can't say, oh, well, it's just minimum wage BS jobs. No, that's not true. People are working and they're making more money than they've ever made before. Yeah, they're spending more, but our cost of living keeps going up because our standard of living keeps going up. We tend to spend all the way up to our maximum income instead of living beneath our means and saving. We incorporate more expenses into our life and spend more. And that's a fact. You can't argue it. You can't deny it. You can't say no. We have just a huge amount of the population of this country that are living paycheck to paycheck, but they're making decent money. And we're talking, some of these people are even six figures, and they're still living paycheck to paycheck. Matter of fact, the last statistic I heard was that 50% or more of income earners that are making six figures are still living paycheck to paycheck. So, that being the case, you can't say that the economy is terrible. It's not true. It just depends on what you're focused on. If you're upset that the grocery store costs more, yeah, you're going to think the economy is terrible. If you're investing money in the stock market, you're going to be going, well, I'm still making money. I'm still doing okay. If you look at the income you're making every year, most people are doing okay. And I'm going to segue right there from the income for the year, moving into my income for 2024. I am still behind the 8 ball. I am still down. I'm still looking at possibly coming in lower than I did last year. And I keep reconfiguring my numbers all the time and trying to project out based on what the first 5 months of the year have been, versus what the next 7 months will be. The only way I will exceed my annual income for last year and make more this year is if I don't take any home time. And I don't think I want to do that. Now, I may limit how much home time I take, but I don't want to be out here for the entire year and not take any time off just to make a little bit more. And it's not a lot. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm looking at, okay, how much home time do I want to take and how much of a hit do I want to take on my annual income? The marketplace for trucking has taken a beating. The industry itself is facing some serious challenges as far as how much money the customers are willing to pay for loads, how many loads are actually being moved, how flooded the market has become for truck drivers. We've got a lot of people that are trying to get into the industry. They don't make it for the most part. I think I've mentioned in previous videos, this industry has a massive amount of turnover. The last estimate, and the one I still go with, is about a 96% turnover rate. So every 100 truck drivers they hire this year, they'll have to replace 96 of them because only 4 will continue to stay as truckers. Because this job sucks. I mean, for the average person, this job just sucks. You have no personal life, you have no home life, you have no family life. It's brutal if you've got a significant other or children or anything like that, especially being over the road. If you're talking about other trucking jobs, where you're home a lot or home all the time, it's a bit different. But for over the road, yeah, you're just out here and you really don't have much of a life other than driving this truck. And that does not work for most people. Most people cannot handle being out here for months at a time. And it's such a difficult task that most people are not prepared for, and they don't understand it until they actually get into it. And they'll come out here, they'll get their license, they'll hit the road. At first couple of months, it's okay, and then it really starts to compound quickly, and people just kind of they're out of it. They usually last about 4 months, and they're done. So, anywho, that's what I was kind of just wanting to talk about. Give you an update that everything's doing well, sort of, stock market wise, and all of that. Doing okay. Paycheck could be better. Still holding out hope that the market and the industry will get a little bit of a boost here soon. This is starting into the shipping season soon. We'll start for the Christmas. And I know you're thinking, what, summertime? Yeah, that's when a lot of the Christmas stuff starts gearing up. Typically all your shipping for Christmas is done by November. So the next few months will be a lot of products being moved around, a lot of materials to make all your Christmas gifts and things. That'll all be moving around now. So, hoping that the marketplace will get a little better and things will improve and the summer will turn out well. I'm probably going to take 4th of July. I usually go home for 4th of July. So that'll probably be my next time that I take off. It's been all year. I have not gone home and taken home time since January. And I definitely feel it. I can tell you. I feel it. You kind of have this continual building of tiredness. This I don't even really know how to explain it. It's just like a continual feeling of jet lag that you have, and it seems to grow, and sometimes you just need a little bit of a break to rest and sleep and do nothing and kind of rejuvenate. And those days when you're down help, but there are times when you just really need a break. You need to get out of the truck. Don't even think about traveling or anything. Go home, relax, and get out of the truck and get away from the job, for at least a week at a time, and let your body and your mind recuperate. And I've never gone this far, this long, without taking home time, and I can tell you, I feel it. I feel it. It's not something I can't handle, but I can tell the difference. I can feel the difference between when I take home time regularly, and it does wear on you. It does make you tired, and of course that amplifies. If you've got any kind of issues or conditions as far as like anxiety or stress or things like that, depression, things like that, it does amplify it, being tired and feeling your batteries being drained. It wears on you, and it does amplify things. So for somebody who wants to get in this industry and they have some issues like that, just make sure that you take regularly scheduled home time and get out of the truck, get away from it. It'll make all the difference in the world. So, all right, guys, I think that's pretty much all I really wanted to say. There's really not a whole lot I can report back to you guys. I have a difficult time coming up with different content to fill you guys in on, because every day and every month is pretty much the same idea, the same concept. I'm still following my path, following my plan, and the only thing that really changes is what kind of weather I'm going to be in today or what state I'm going to be in. So, alright guys, I'm going to shut it out there, and if you guys know anybody who's interested in this content, please share it to them. If you like it, hit the like and subscribe button. So, appreciate you watching. We'll catch you guys in the next video.